Kelas tingkatan 1. Hari ini kita akan belajar bab 7 ketaksamaan linear. You will learn linear inequalities. Ketaksamaan linear. Sebenarnya bab ni sangat senang. You have studied the same thing in the before chapter. Remember you learn ungkapan algebra, persamaan linear. Bab sebelum ni bab 6 persamaan linear. Sekarang bab 7 ketaksamaan linear. Lihat contoh 1 daripada buku teks from your textbook example 1. Okay, soalan minta isikan tempat kosong dengan simbol. That means you must fill in the box with the symbol. Okay, ada 2 simbol. Satu yang ini, lagi satu simbol ini. Ada 2 simbol. Pelajar-pelajar mesti fahamkan apa maksud 2 simbol ini. The first symbol, can you see that class? The first symbol. Okay, the first one, you know the beak of a bird, right? Mulut burung. Paro. In Malay we say paro. In English we say beak. If you see this beak is closed. Nampak tak? Can you see this? The beak is closed. Kalau yang ni tertutup, maksudnya kurang. It means less than. Teacher put here less. In Malay, kurang. Kenapa cikgu kata kurang? Sebab simbol ni tutup. So that means less than, kurang daripada. Okay, lihat simbol yang kedua. The beak is open. Paro ni buka. The mouth is open. That means the symbol is lebih daripada. Or in English we say more than. Did you get that class? You must understand these 2 symbol. In the ketaksamaan linear chapter, 2 simbol ni sangat penting. Satu, kurang daripada, mulut tu tutup. Kurang daripada, less than. Kalau mulut tu buka, more than, lebih daripada. Okey, sekarang kita lihat contoh 1A. Negatif 5/6. Ada kotak 4. Ataupun petak 4. So, you must fill in the box here. Whether it's less than or more than. Kamu mesti isikan. Okey, bagaimana nak cari simbol? How to find the symbol? Very easy. Look always at the first number. Pelajar-pelajar mesti sentiasa fokus pada nombor pertama. Are you all clear? Look at the first number. If you see this first number, negative. Kan dalam bab integer kamu sudah belajar nombor nisbah topik you learn, right? Negative is always small. Remember or not? Remember the number line? Tengah adalah kosong. Kurang daripada kosong adalah negatif 1, negatif 2, negatif 3. Lebih daripada kosong, positif 1, positif 2, positif 3. You remember the number line? Same. So, negatif selalunya nombor kecil. So, yang ini 4. So, negatif ni nombor kecil kan? It's a small number, right? So, what must be the answer? It must be less than. Kurang daripada. Kenapa cikgu kata kurang daripada? Sebab nombor pertama adalah negatif. Small. Small, it must be mulut tu tutup. Kurang daripada. Faham kelas? So, always focus on the first number. Okay, yang kedua, B. 4 kuasa 2. 4 kuasa 2 kamu sudah belajar kan? Kuasa 2, kuasa 3, square root, cube root. So, 4 kuasa 2, nilai tu bersamaan dengan 16. Yes or no? 4 squared is what? 4 times 4. You get 16. Yang ni 9. Apa cikgu beritahu tadi? Fokus nombor pertama. So, nombor pertama adalah 16. 16 is the first number. So, 16 is the first number, second is 9. So, 16 is big or small. 16 tu besar ke kecil? Daripada 9. 16 besar kan? Kalau nombor tu besar, the mouth must be open. It must be more than. So fokus tu mesti pada nombor pertama. Are you all clear, class? Actually, it's a very simple exercise. Less than, more than. Kurang daripada, lebih daripada. So always you focus on the first number. Lepas tu kamu isikan simbol. Faham, kelas? Okay, yang seterusnya kita masuk contoh 7. Contoh 7 ni selalu keluar dalam ujian. In this chapter, dalam bab ini, contoh 7 sangat penting. Contoh 1 pun penting. Isikan simbol. Contoh 7 pun penting. Contoh 7 ada pengiraan. There is calculation for this example 7. Tapi pengiraan tu senang. Sebelum ni kamu sudah belajar. Dalam topik persamaan linear, you already learn. Apa bezanya, kelas? What is the difference dalam topik persamaan linear dengan topik ketaksamaan linear? What are the differences? Apa bezanya? You have equation? Yes. Dalam bab sebelum ni pun ada persamaan? Yes. Tapi apa bezanya? Yes. The difference is this tanda. Nampak tak? Dalam bab sebelum ini, the same equation but you have equal. Kamu ada tanda sama dengan. You have equal symbol. But for this chapter ketaksamaan linear, you have this symbol. Kurang daripada. Nampak tak mulut tu tutup? Can you see, anak? The mouth is closed. So, kurang daripada. Tapi ada satu simbol di bawah kan? There's a line. We call that kurang daripada atau sama dengan. Because you have less than and you have a line in the bottom. Yang ini mulut tu buka. Lebih daripada atau sama dengan. More than and also equal. So this is the two symbol. Dalam bab sebelum ni ada sama dengan. You have equal like this. But this chapter the same equation but you have like this type of symbol. That's why the topic ketaksamaan linear. Okay, sekarang kita lihat cara pengiraan. Now we see the calculation. X minus 2 less than equal 6. X tolak 2 kurang atau sama dengan 6. How will you solve it? Remember the before chapter teacher already explained in the tutorial video very clearly. Nilai yang kita nak cari tu mesti ada sebelah kiri. The unknown must be on the left hand side. So teacher put the X here. Nampak tak cikgu tunjuk jalan kerja? X tu yang kita mesti cari. So must be on your left hand side. Okay, simbol ni cikgu turunkan. I just bring down 6. Tolak 2 pergi sebelah sana. Negative 2 go there. Remember I told you when it pass by, it change to positive 2. Tambah 2. So when you solve this, you get X. Simbol tu turun sahaja. 6 tambah 2, 8. So this is your final answer. X kurang daripada atau sama dengan 8. Can you see, anak class? The before chapter and this chapter is the same. The only difference is the symbol. Nampak tak? So, X is unknown, leave it on the left hand side. Negative 2, pergi sebelah sana, positive 2. So, 6 tambah 2, 8. So, your final answer, X less than equal 8. Finish. Okay, sekarang kita lihat contoh B. Contoh B, 7X lebih daripada atau sama dengan 28. More than or equal 28. So when you solve this, the unknown is what class? X. Remember the before video, the tutorial video, teacher show anak, remember? Kalau ada 7X, 2X, 5X together, tengah-tengah tu is actually times. Remember? So X, teacher leave it here. The symbol I just bring down. 28. Okay, darab 7 pergi sebelah sana, bahagi 7. Divide 7, put over 7. So when you solve this, you get the answer X. Simbol tu sama sahaja, 28 bahagi 7, 4. Finish. So this is your final answer. Simbol tak berubah. The symbol doesn't change. Yang ni soalan senang. There's some question, the symbol will change. Yang ni tak berubah. Tapi ada soalan lain, simbol tu mungkin berubah. Later, I'll show it to y'all. But now, it doesn't change. Nampak tak? X, X, sebelah kiri. -2 go there, +2. X, X, sebelah kiri. Times 7 go there, divide 7. Same like the before chapter. Tak ada apa-apa yang susah. Sama sahaja. Nampak tak kelas? Make sure you understand it well. But now, I tell you an extra information here. Cikgu kata kadang-kala tanda ni berubah. Sometimes this tanda change, right? Okay, pelajar akan tanya, cikgu, bila tanda tu berubah? When the tanda will change? Nanti cikgu akan tunjuk, tapi sekarang pun cikgu ajar pelajar-pelajar. Bila tanda tu berubah, can you see this unknown X? Can you see unknown X? Now this X is positive, right? Depan tu sebenarnya ada apa? Positif. So kalau positif, tanda ni sama sahaja. Nampak tak kelas? If the X got negative, kalau X tu ada negatif, baru tanda ni terbalik. Then only this tanda will shift. Terbalik. It will turn. Now you see the 7x. 7x ni depan ni ada apa? Positif 7x. So tanda tu tak berubah. Doesn't change. Same only. Can you see? Kalau 7x tu ada negatif di depan, then this tanda will be terbalik. That is the only difference. Nanti cikgu akan ajar, but now I'm telling y'all also, make sure you understand. Kalau positif, tanda sama sahaja. Positif dekat mana? At the X. Kadang-kala X ada, kadang-kala P, kadang-kala Q. Unknown will be different letters. But if the letters positive, tanda same. If the letters there got negative, baru tanda ni terbalik. But the terbalik pun pada akhir sekali. The last part, tanda terbalik. Nanti cikgu akan tunjuk untuk soalan lain. Kelas cikgu sambung contoh 7. Tadi A, B, now C, D. Teacher continue. Okay, sekarang soalan C. Apa cikgu ajar dalam bab 6 sebelum ni? What teacher taught for you in the before chapter? Kalau ada pecahan, what I taught you? Time cross. Pendaraban silang. I said time cross. Very easy. Kalau ada pecahan, time cross. Pendaraban silang. So, bila cikgu darab, cikgu dapat negative X. I bring it down. The symbol sama. Bila cikgu darab, cikgu dapat 27. Nampak tak kelas? I get negative X kurang daripada 27. Because I time cross. Tapi yang ini bukan jawapan. Kenapa yang ni bukan jawapan terakhir? Why it's not the final answer? Sebab X tu ada negatif. Tadi cikgu ada bagi tahu. Kalau X tu ada negatif, tanda ni akan terbalik. Remember, just now only I explained for this part. Kalau X tu ada negatif, tanda ni terbalik. So, the answer will be X, tanda terbalik. Negatif pergi sana, negatif 27. Finish. So, this is your final answer. X lebih daripada negatif 27. Nampak tak kelas? You do the same way. But you see the symbol kurang-kurang. Tapi pada peringkat terakhir, the last part, the X there got negative. Bila X tu ada negatif, kita bawa negatif sebelah sana. So, bila negatif ni kita bawa sebelah sana, simbol ni akan terbalik. Tadi kurang, but now you see lebih daripada. 27 become negative 27. Finish. So, itu soalan C. Okay, sekarang soalan D. Soalan D ni selalu keluar dalam ujian. Okay, very simple if you do step by step. Okay, first step. Bab sebelum ni kan kamu sudah belajar. You studied equal. Now you have the tanda more than. Okay, what must be your first step? X tu mesti sebelah kiri. So, negative 4x teacher leave here. This tanda still the same. 15 plus 7. Ini positive 7 kan? It's a positive 7. Go there, it will be negative 7. Remember I told you when it pass by the equal or the symbol, tanda tu berubah, integer berubah. So positive 7 go there, negative 7. So negative 4x, simbol turun. 15 tolak 7, 8. Nampak tak? I didn't change the symbol yet. Lepas ni kita akan tukar. Nampak tak? X, ada apa integer di sini? Negative. You have negative 4x. Apa cikgu bagi tahu tadi? Kalau x tu ada negatif, we must terbalik the symbol, isn't it? So x, cikgu turunkan. Bab sebelum ni kamu sudah belajar negative 4x maksudnya yang ini darab. Darab pergi sebelah sana bahagi. So 8 divide, okay, negative 4. So, bila negatif ni pergi sebelah sini, tanda ni terbalik. So, what will be your final answer? X, tanda terbalik. 8 divide negative 4, you get negative 2. Finish. So, this is your final answer. X kurang daripada negative 2. Can you see clearly, class? I will explain this again. Make sure you understand it well. Negative 4x, x tu pembeli ubah unknown. So, unknown teacher leave ya. Tanda sama saja. 15 turun. Plus 7 go there, minus 7. Kamu dapat 8. So, negative 4x more than 8. Akhir sekali, kalau x tu ada negatif, tanda terbalik. So, tanda terbalik. Times go there, divide. So, divide negative 4. So, negative 4 times, go there, divide negative 4. Nampak tak? Minus, go there, plus. Itu lain. Yang ini berdekatan dengan x. So, the one negative 4 times, go there, divide negative 4. So, bila x tu ada negatif, tanda terbalik. So, when you solve it, you get x kurang daripada negatif 2. So, ini adalah contoh 7 A, B, C, D. 4 types of question. Make sure you understand it well. Faham, kelas? Kelas, ingat ya, cikgu tak salin buta-buta daripada buku teks. Did you see that? I didn't follow exactly from textbook. Textbook, they show the method, yes. But the method that teacher show is very simple to understand. I don't want you all to, when I gave you latihan, jangan salin daripada buku teks. Jangan tiru daripada buku teks. You must understand and you do the working. Faham? So, I already show you the working here. Make sure you understand it. Fahamkan jalan kerja. Jangan keliru. If you got doubt, watch this video again and again. Kelas, sekarang contoh terakhir, contoh 8. The question daripada buku teks. Selesaikan ketaksamaan linear serentak. Because why they say serentak? You have 2 equation. Nampak tak? Dalam satu soalan, okay, you have 2 equation. Actually, if you see that, yang ini adalah soalan A. This is the A question. Tapi dalam soalan A, ada 2 persamaan linear. That's why they said selesaikan ketaksamaan linear serentak. Yang ni bukan persamaan linear, yang ini ketaksamaan linear because you have the symbol. Okay, apa yang perlu kamu buat? Pun senang. Just now, one question only got one equation. Now, one question you have two equation. So, you solve. Okay, cikgu selesaikan yang ni dulu. What teacher taught to solve just now? X sebelah kiri. So, it will be 2x. Simbol cikgu turunkan. Okay, I bring the symbol down. 11 cikgu turunkan. Plus 5 go there will be minus 5 or negative 5. Same. Okay, then 2x. Simbol tu kamu turunkan. 11 minus 5 you get 6. Okay, then when you have to solve x, teacher bring down. Apa cikgu bagi tahu tadi? 2x tu 2 darab x. So, times go there, divide. So, 6 divided by 2, you get x. 6 divided by 2, 3. Finish. So, yang ini kamu dapat x kurang daripada 3. So, you solve this equation. Ada tak cikgu tukar simbol ni? Tidak. Why I didn't change the symbol? Because x tu positif. Kalau x negatif, then only terbalik. Sekarang x positif, simbol tu sama sahaja. Nampak tak? Times 2, go there, divide 2. Solve, you get x less than 3. Okay, yang ni sudah siap. Okay, sekarang kita lihat yang kedua. The same question but another equation, isn't it? So, 3x, teacher bring down, symbol, cikgu turunkan, 5. Negative 10, go there, plus 10. Negative, go there, positive. So, 3x, simbol cikgu turunkan. 5 tambah 10, 15. Now you see here 3x. What I told you before, 3x means 3 times x. So x leave it here. Simbol cikgu turunkan 15 times 3 go there, divide 3. So you get x 5. Finish. So ini pun sudah, yang ini pun sudah. So dalam satu soalan ada dua persamaan, ada dua ketaksamaan linear. So this one you solve you get 3, this one you solve you get 5. Ada tak simbol ni berubah? Tidak. Why the symbol doesn't change? Because the x is positive. Kalau x negatif, baru simbol ni terbalik. Faham kelas? Okay, you have got two answers here. What will be your final answer? You can't leave like this. Kamu tak boleh biarkan begitu sahaja. You can't just leave it like that. What is supposed to do? You have to solve these two. Okay, bagaimana untuk selesaikan yang dua ni? Okay, ingat kelas, if just say first you have to check. Usually students will do this, but the last part they confuse. So cikgu terangkan if you see these two answers, dua jawapan ini, simbol tu sama atau tidak? Is the symbol same or different? Simbol tu sama. Can you see Ana? Here, less than, kurang daripada. Yang ini pun kurang daripada. Less than. So if less than, okay, kurang. Kamu lihat nombor sekarang. Number 3, number 5. Which is a smaller number? X3, right? This is a smaller number, right? 3 and 5, 3 is small. So, air sekali, when you want to give a solution, satu penyelesaian, you will write penyelesaian ialah final answer. You will write penyelesaian ialah X kurang daripada 3. You'll choose this and write. Nampak tak kelas? But remember, when you do this, bila kamu buat yang ini, first what I say, solve this. Selesaikan. Then solve this. Selesaikan. Kamu dapat dua jawapan. Bila kamu dapat dua jawapan, check the symbol. Kurang. So, bila kurang, you only have to choose one. Ada soalan lain, simbol tu berlainan. Bila simbol berlainan, kamu mesti gabungkan. The one later I showed you all. But now, if the symbol is same, you only must choose 1. Faham tak kelas? So, kurang. Nombor mana kurang? 3 ke 5? 3 is less, right? So, you choose this. X less than 3. So, ini adalah penyelesaian. Remember, for this question in PT3, sekurang-kurangnya 4 markah. Ataupun 3 markah. 1 markah untuk ni, 1 markah untuk ni, lagi 1 markah untuk jawapan. So mungkin 3 markah, mungkin 4 markah, 5 markah pun ada. Terpulang kepada soalan. But you have to know if the symbol is same, you only must choose one answer. So mana nak pilih? Kurang. So mana nombor kurang? 3. So teacher choose this. If some student might ask teacher, if a symbol more than, lebih besar, you choose the bigger number and choose 1 and put. So, you must write like this. Penyelesaian ialah, this is the answer. The solution is, then you give your answer. Clear, class? Now we go to the example 8, also the same example, tapi soalan B. Now teacher go to the B question. What must you do? Ada 2 ketaksamaan linear. You have 1 and 2. Selesaikan. So now teacher solve the first one. Ada 8x, ada 5x. X must be on your left hand side, sebelah kiri. So 8x, positive 5x come here, negative 5x. Simbol tu cikgu turunkan. Negative 13 plus 5 go there, minus 5. Nampak tak? X on your left hand side. 8x, positive 5x come here, negative 5x. Check properly. Positive sebelah sini, negative. Don't do silly mistakes. Simbol sama sahaja. Negative 13. But positive 5 go there, negative 5. Jangan buat kesilapan. Don't do any silly mistakes. So 8x tolak 5x. 8 minus 5, you press calculator. You get 3x. And then the symbol is the same. Negative 13 and negative 5. Tekan calculator. You have calculator, use the calculator. If you sometimes do mind calculation, you might do silly mistake. So negative 13, negative 5 is negative 18. Now you want to get the x. Symbol ni cikgu turunkan. This one 3x is actually 3 times x. So go there, divide. So negative 18 divide by 3. So press calculator, you get x negative 6. Sudah. If you see, class, does the symbol change? No. Kenapa simbol tu tak berubah? Because the x is positive. The x is positive. X is positive. So, simbol tu tak berubah. If the x got negative, then only the symbol turn. Terbalik. So, this one finish. Now, we go for this ketaksamaan linear. X tu sebelah kiri. So 3x, teacher bring here. Positive 9, this one is positive 9x, right? So positive 9x come here, negative 9x. Symbol teacher bring down. 20 teacher bring down. Negative 4 go there, positive 4. Nampak tak? X one side, number the other side. If you see very clearly, class, the same thing you learn in chapter 6, the before chapter. But that time, the equation got equal. Ada tanda sama dengan. But now the same thing, but you have the different symbol. More than, less than. Itu bezanya. Now you solve this. 3x tolak 9x. You can press your calculator. 3 tolak 9. When you press calculator, you get negative 6x. Now you can have your calculator and try also. 3 tolak 9 negative 6x. More than 20 plus 4 is 24. Okay, now we have to solve this, right? Apa cikgu bagi tahu tadi? 6 negative 6x means darab. Isn't it? Go there, divide. Tapi kamu ada nampak tak? Ada negatif pada x. The x here got negative. Kalau x tu ada negatif, apa cikgu bagi tahu? Simbol terbalik. So, x teacher put here. Simbol change. Tadi more than, now teacher put less than. Kurang daripada 24. times negative 6 go there, divide negative 6. Kalau darab bahagi, negative still the same. Do you understand? So times negative 6 go there, divide negative 6. But what I changed just now, x2 ada negative, so simbol ni cikgu terbalik. Just now lebih besar, now kurang daripada. And now when you solve that, you get 24 divide negative 6, you get negative 4. Finish. Ingat kelas, walaupun jawapan betul, kalau simbol ni salah, whole thing wrong. So make sure you check your symbol properly. Tadi x positive, the symbol same. Nampak? Kalau x tu ada negative, the last part the symbol turn. So turn. Then only correct. Faham tak kelas? So you have 2 answers now. Kamu ada 2 jawapan. X lebih besar sama dengan negatif 6. Lagi satu x kurang daripada negatif 4. Okey, sekarang kita mesti tulis penyelesaian. You have to write the solution. Apa cikgu bagi tahu tadi? Okey, penyelesaian ialah, okay, now you want to write the solution. So what you will write the solution? Tadi ingat tak apa cikgu bagi tahu untuk soalan A just now? Symbol same, you choose 1. Yes or no? Now you have different symbol. Kalau kamu ada simbol berlainan, kamu mesti gabungkan. If you have a different symbol, these two you must combine into one. You have to combine it. Faham kelas? Tadi simbol sama, kamu pilih satu sahaja. Sekarang simbol berlainan. How will you do it? Very easy. Follow what I'm showing. Follow what teacher is showing. X put in the center. The first thing what teacher put, I put X in the center. And then you see, negatif 6, negatif 4. Mana nombor kecil? Which number is smaller? Mana nombor kecil? Negative 6, right? So, you must put negative 6 at the front. Negatif 4 letak di belakang. Nampak tak? Make sure you remember it. If it is something new, try to memorize the way. Kalau simbol tu lain, what you have to do? You have to combine. How to combine? How to combine class? What teacher say? Nombor kurang ataupun nombor kecil depan. Nombor besar belakang. Sometimes it can be terbalik also. Any type of question can come. Tapi nombor kecil depan. Negatif 6 kecil depan. Negatif 4 belakang. Okay, now you put this number. Now symbol. If you see the symbol class, X negatif 4. X negatif 4. Sama kan? So you can copy that symbol. Ikut symbol tu less than. Kurang daripada. Because you can just follow that. Can you see? I just follow that. Tapi untuk negatif 6, X tu pergi depan negatif 6. Kalau X tu pergi depan negatif 6, what will happen? Now is like this. Isn't it? Now if the negative 6 pergi depan, this symbol will change. Kamu akan dapat sebegini. Can you see? This is your penyelesaian. Ini adalah penyelesaian. Nampak tak kelas? So you get mark for this working, and for the final answer. Cikgu ulang balik penyelesaian. I repeat back the solution. First, what I said, put X in the center. Nombor kecil depan. Negatif 6. Nombor besar belakang. Negatif 4. If you see properly, X negatif 4 sama sahaja kan? So, simbol ni kamu ikut. Less than. Tapi negatif 6 ni sudah pergi ke depan. So, when this negative 6 move to the front, simbol ni terbalik. So, that's why we don't just put the same thing here. Cikgu terbalikkan simbol. So you get a combination. Kamu ada satu gabungan. So ini adalah penyelesaian. So watch this video again and again and again. Only this in this chapter. Dalam bab ini sahaja. Tapi soalan tu boleh berubah-ubah. The numbers can change. But the method is the same only. Understand, class?